First of all, we just have to write main, then run app, then here we have to create a stateless widget, right? So you can create material app here and then extract using this, or you can just create the class here. If you just write stateless, stless, it will just prompt that Flutter stateless widget can be created from here. So if you click, it will create that class for you, which extends stateless widget. You can name it whatever you want. So we named it my app. Okay, so we can name it homework, for example, this time. So it doesn't matter, but make sure you name it from the capital letter. Okay. Then here we just have to call it. Okay. So let me ask a question. From Iftikhar, why is it giving me error now? No, we don't have to use material app. Okay, let me just create material app, right? Material app, and then with all the home, then inside home we have scaffold, then inside scaffold we have our app bar, and then have background color for our app bar, colors blue. Yeah, so I have everything. So why it's not working still? Sanjarbek, what did I forget?
There is no
parenthesis. So when you call a class, we have to put parenthesis. Yeah. So it will call the constructor of the class, which is this one. Okay. So let me restart my application. So it should just display the header now. So I want you to watch carefully and ask questions whenever you don't understand anything. So where's my application? Okay, here. So then inside home, let me just remove debug show mode banner to false. Then inside home, I want to create something else. So why it's not working? Okay, it's gone. So if I change to that color, so that's the color we want, which is, what color is this? Yellow. Go here. No, it's too much, so a little bit yellowish. Like this. Alright, so now inside my body I have to create a list view because I will have a lot of elements inside, and then I'm going to use builder here with item count, and then item count will be, for now let's make it 10, yeah, then item builder. Okay, so in item builder we will accept a function like this, context, which accepts context in I. Right, so let's revise what we learned last time. So list view builder provides item builder property, which is a loop, just like your for loop, which will loop through your array and then it will return some values. For example, if I just return text hey, so this text will be returned how many times? 10 times, because it depends on the item count 10. Okay, so it will be displayed 10 times. So what's I? I is what? If I display I like this, so it's just a count number. Okay, it starts from 0 until 9, just like in your for loop. Okay, so far clear? So now we don't want to just display text, we want to display what? Containers like this, right? Containers like this. with an image, a title, and subtitle, right? So we can create container ourselves. In this case, it will be better if we create a container ourselves. Yeah, so let's create a container. Instead of text, let me just create a container. And then inside container, we will have a row. Child will be a row. Then inside row, we will have children. And why am I having a row? Because I have an image and other two elements on one row. That's why I created a row. So then inside here, first of all, I'm going to get the image. So do I have an image here? No, I don't have an image. So I'm going to create an image from internet, image network. Can you send me any image link of a book, please? And then I will create a column because other two elements here are located on top of each other. So whenever you have elements on top of each other, you have to create a column, okay? So then column, then its children are it's text and text. Both of them are text. The first one will be the author. Let's say the title of the book, right? So the title of the book was Umurning Berlahzaza, for example. Umurning Berlahzaza, for example. And then the author will be Ahmad Muhammad Tursun. Okay, so Ahmad Muhammad Tursun. Okay, so this container should be displayed 10 times. So I expect your link. Please send the link. Thank you very much. Copy link and paste it here. Now we see 10 times our container 10 times. So our image is too big. So that's why let's make it smaller. So what I'm gonna do is I go inside the image and just create widths. Widths will be 50. It's too small now, like 75. Let's see. Enough. 75 is enough. Okay, we created something similar to our task here. Okay, so now I have to make these spaces. So give me ideas. How can I make these spaces? Because they are very close to each other now. I can use size box, yes. Or I can use main axis alignment. Remember? Main axis alignment. Main axis alignment, space. What was that between? So between is too much. Space evenly around. Which one was that? Okay, this one is better. And then how can I make space after each row here? How can I make space between the rows? Who knows? Cross-axis alignment? Okay, let's try cross-axis alignment. Cross-axis alignment. Which one? Okay, let's try, for example, center wall, right? Does it work? No. In this case, it works in this way. You see, if I remove it, and nothing changed, right? If I put it back, nothing changed. Because I want to just, after row is done, because we're not talking inside the row. After the row, I have to put the margin bottom or something. So in this case, you can put margin bottom to your container. Okay, so go to your container and just have a margin, and then edge insets only. So bottom will be, for example, 20. Yes, so we'll have 20 pixels after each one. Okay, so I don't want to spend time fixing the design because now it doesn't look exactly the same as this one, but I don't want to spend time fixing the design. I'm sure you can fix even the text. Okay, let me show you the text. So if you want to fix the text style, just put style, text style, and then just say font weight bold, for example. So it makes this one bold, and then you can increase the font size as well. Font size 25, for example. So that's what you can do, and at home you can fix the picture as well. Okay, so now I have 10 of this. I have 10 containers, so it's better to do what? Now it's better to extract it to separate widget like this. If I click on the container and then I click on the bulb, extract widget, I'm gonna name it book. I'm gonna name it book row. Okay, so now it's extracted to a separate widget. You see down there. So now inside item builder, my code is neat now, so it looks nicer because I just call one widget here, and all the logic of the widget moved here. Okay, so now the next step is to display different book images and different titles and different authors, right? So for that we need to have the data from database, and as I said last time, we don't have database. That's why we're going to simulate the process of database. We have to create an object and list of those objects ourselves. So that's why we created a folder called models. Inside model we created a class called contact last time. This time I'm going to create book. So my class will have, book will have the string image URL, string title, and then string author. Then container book, this image URL, this title, and then this author. That's all. Okay, so now we go to our main Dart, and then inside our homework we're going to create a list of those books. Okay, so I'm going to create a list of books. Books will be equal to, so now in order to save time, so now it's why it's giving me error, because I didn't import it. I have to import it from the models folder. So now there's no error anymore. So in order to save time, let's ask ChatGPT to give us the book values. So let's go to ChatGPT and see. So ChatGPT is here. Okay, so I'm gonna say I have this class in Dart Flutter. I want you to create a list of these objects containing like 10 elements. Okay, let's see whether he can do it or not. Okay, no. I wanted real books, but he's not giving me the real books. Can you give me real book names with authors? This is useless, guys. No. Write the code with real book titles and authors. Okay, now it's working, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna get this list. Okay, it's not done yet. Okay, I'm gonna get this list and paste it here instead of this. Yes, I got everything I wanted. So now I need to remove cons because I have other variables here. So why is it giving me error? Missing concrete implementation stateless widget build. Okay, something's wrong. Oh, because of this. Now book row is giving me error. What happened? I think the semicolons maybe. Why do I have main here? Okay, now it's gone. Yeah, I copied main by mistake from here. You see, it gave me main, I copied by mistake. Alright, so now I have the list of books which I wanted. Now I don't want to loop 10 times. How many times I need to loop? Length. So as many elements as I have inside my books. Okay, so length. And then I need to remove book row. So then it will still give me these kind of containers. Why? Because still my book row will give me this image and then this title and then this author, right? So now I have to fix it. Instead of network, I have to get, instead of src of the image, I have to get this. Instead of title, I have to get this and this instead of author, right? So how can I do it? I have to create new variables here. So I can just accept a book as a whole. I'm going to accept a book like this. Then I'm going to include it inside my constructor. This, required this book. Okay, and then now I will have to pass the book from here. When I call the book row, I will have to pass the book. So book will be equal to, how can I get the book from here, guys? I need to get one single book from the list. So if I put this, so my array is books, right? So if I just get, for example, the first one, which book will I get? Tell me. Which is called? Yeah, 1984, right? So now after I got the book, I can display its values here. So let me remove this. And then I'm going to display book dot image URL, and this one will be book title, and then this one will be book author. Okay, so now let's see, it should display all those 1984, hopefully. Yeah, it displays 1984. So again, that internet problem. So now what I need to do is I have to connect to proper internet, because last time I hit the same error, if you remember, and then I kind of did the research, and it was because of internet. Because our internet is too slow, it doesn't display. Okay, so never mind, let's fix our code. Later you can check yourself, it will work. So instead of 1, I have to put what? Just I, because I, you know, it goes from the 0 until the end of the list. So now we will have the same error again because of our internet connection. Oh, did I refresh? Yes. This one? Which bottom? Which line? Tell me which line. 85. Okay. What's this? So it's exactly the same thing as this one. So when you create a class, you can just accept anything, right? Here we're accepting string, right? Then we could accept int, for example, year, for example, right? So then we had to pass year here as well, right? Like this, 19 90, for example, right? So we can accept anything, right? So my book row is a class as well, but it doesn't accept just string. It accepts entire book object, okay? Entire book object, which is this one. It will accept a book object with its title, with its image URL and author as a package, okay? So I don't have to write string name, image URL, string title, string author again. I just accept a book. Then from the book I can access the image URL, then title, and then author, okay? Oh, so it displays the names. It displays the names, but again we have the problem with images because of internet, and here we have the problem with the name of the book here because it goes to that size. So we have to decrease the size of the font. But that's not a big deal. The main thing, you understand the logic here. So Abdussalam, how did you do it? You did it in another way? List style? But still, when you have list style, did you accept these properties again here?
I watched your video.
Okay, yeah. Last time I did differently, right? Okay. All right.
Can you send this book?
Yes. By the way, I did everything in main Dart for you, I mean, to save time and for you to understand better. But what we need to do actually, we need to just separate the logic into different files. So you yourself do this. Get the homework class and paste it inside another file, and then get the book row and then paste it in another file. That will be better file structure. But for now, for me to send the code easier, I did it in one file. All right, let me remove everything. Oh, you have to have this book as well. Let me send the book. So the only thing you have to do is put this book, and then you have to import it properly because my import is different from yours. Okay, let's move to our new lecture, which is stateful widget. So in Flutter, widget can be stateless and then stateful. Stateless and stateful. Which one we have been using so far? Stateless. So today's topic is stateful widget. Okay. So do you understand this ending less and then full? What does it mean?
Less.
What's less?
Without staying
Without
No.
space.
Yeah. When you use less separately, it means like smaller, right? Fewer, right? But when you use it with a word, it means without state. Full means with state. So with state. So we didn't have state before. Now we're gonna create a widget with have states. And I'm gonna explain what state is. Okay. Can you give me an example from English language with less and full? 2 words.
Unless.
No, unless is different.
Wordless.
You said powerless.
Wordless.
Yeah, powerless and powerful. So you understand, right? Iftar, you wanted another word? You wanted to say another word? Useful, useless. Yes, very good. So we understand. So I keep creating the main again and again, so you watch and it will be just memorized in your brain. Okay. So first of all, we open main and then run app. And then, as I said, we can create a stateless widget. Okay, stateless. Okay, like this. So, so here, every time we have to start with material app, and then every time with home, scaffold, and then inside we will have our app bar. Why it's not showing app bar? App bar, and then the next one will be body, right? Like this. So let's put just one simple app bar here. Do we actually need app bar this time? No. Let's just put it. Okay, so background color will be colors blue. Okay, so here for our body, I'm going to create another stateless widget. Okay, I'm going to name it counter, because counter is, guys, counter is very common, because using counter example it's very easy to explain stateful widgets. Okay, so I'm going to name it counter, and look, inside counter I'm going to have column, yeah, then children of the column will be button and then a text. Okay, so I'm gonna say I want a button, so button will be text button. Okay, and then you see it displays two properties of a button, child and on pressed. So on pressed accepts a function. This function will be fired when you press on this button. Okay, so we can do whatever we want here. So let's leave it empty for now, and child will be anything. Just let's put text for now. I'm gonna say click. Okay, then inside body I'm gonna just call the counter like this. Yeah, so let's fix our error. Okay, here we have to call what? My widget. Okay, so let's restart our application. So what's going on? Okay, now it's working. Debug show check mode banner false. Okay, so this is our button actually. So to be able to see it properly, I'm gonna add a style and then button style, and then we can just add one of these properties. So I want background color to be colors green, for example, colors green, and then yeah, so I forgot with buttons it's a little bit difficult. You have to use something called material color, material state property color, like this. Okay, so it goes like this: material state property color, and then you open this, and then colors green. Okay, I misspelled something. Okay, let me check. I misspelled something. So text button color Flutter. No, I want, oh, I forgot, color all, what was, I forgot, like this. Yeah, thank you. So we updated the color. So So then when I click, something needs to happen, right? So imagine I have a text here. I have a text here which displays something, right? Something. Okay, now look, I have a button and a text here, right? So instead of something, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open a new variable here with int, and I'm gonna call it counter, which will be equal to 0. So after I create a new variable, I'm gonna remove the const. Okay, so I have a counter, so I want to display this variable here instead of something. So I'm gonna just say counter like this. Okay, and then okay, like this. So what I want here now is when I click on the button, I want to increase the counter. Okay, so that's what I want. I want to increase the counter. How can I do it? So when I click, I'm gonna call the function onPress, right? So I go to onPress, I'm gonna try to do this counter. How can I add one? Plus plus. I'm gonna put plus plus like this. Okay, so now save, refresh, and try to do it again. I click, nothing is gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen. Okay, that's the problem we have with stateless widget. Okay, so that's why we need stateful widget. Okay, let me explain what's going on. Can you see this method build? So that's coming from which widget? Tell me. From stateless widget, right? That's coming from our parent widget. So they have the method called build. Okay, so this is called in stateless widget. This is called only once. So when we call the widget from the parent, this will build these widgets in our UI, and that's all. It will never be called again. Okay. So, but now when we increase the counter, counter is being increased behind the scene. Behind the scene is counter like around like 5 or 6 because I only click 5 or 6 times. Okay? But behind the scene, why it's not shown here, why it's still 0 here? Because build is called only once, and when it was called, it was 0. Now even if it will become 100, build will not be executed again. Okay? That's the problem. So we need something that when our variable inside changes, it will just call the build again. So it will rebuild our UI. That's what we need. Okay? And that's what? That's stateful widget. So in stateful widget, whenever we update our variable, like counter, the build method will be called again, and then the new value of the counter will be displayed. That's all. That's all it is. Clear? So what I need to do is, it's very simple. So first of all, you can just convert it to stateful. You see, convert to stateful. But if I do this, you will not understand. So that's why I'm gonna just create a new one. Okay. So I'm gonna name this one counter stateless. I'm gonna this one as well, counter stateless. Then I'm gonna create a new counter which will be stateful. Okay, so you just have to write stateful widget. So this was stateless, now it's stateful. You see it's a little bit different, so I'm gonna call it counter stateful. Okay, so the structure is a little bit different. You have the same constructor here, but it will create a new class for you. So when you work with stateful widget, it will automatically create a new class for you to hold the state. Okay, so you don't really have to understand what's going on. Just put stateful for now, and then just write your code inside the below class for now. Okay, inside the below class, open the variable you want. In this case, it will be counter. Let's make it 0. Okay, and then let me just copy paste this part instead of this. Okay, I remove return, and then now when you work with stateful widget, when I press on the button, you have a function called set state. So you have to call that function set state. Okay, set state, and then inside set state you can do this counter plus plus. Okay, set state will update your state, and then we'll call the build again. Okay, so now let's try. So inside our parent, I'm gonna call stateful counter. So now let's refresh. You see, now it's working. Is it clear, the concept? So if the concept is clear, we need practice. So I want you to have one simple task. So your task is create a stateful widget. It must have a state called position, which should be equal to junior. When you click the button upgrade button, it should become senior. Oops, developer. Okay guys, do this please. Create material app body, and then just create stateful, like stateful, and then do the task. Okay, yeah, sorry. No, I want to just open the code for you, so you just write yourself. Okay, so you will remember better. That's the code. Miran Shah, what happened? Start, guys. Don't copy everything from here. You have to just type stateful like this. It will create everything for you. Just change this part yourself. inside main. Open main, run app, material app, then I see you're still struggling with creating main method, main function. So let's start again. I'm gonna call random students one by one. Let's do it together. Okay, Timurjan. Come, first of all, create main method for me. And just create material app, please. Come. What's the problem? Guys, whenever you start your project, please start with main. You forget main, you can just go into stateful, stateless widgets. First of all, main. Main. Then, inside main, we have run app. Yes. Then, material app. The second one. Yes. Inside material app. Home. Go to the next one, please. Home. Then, inside home, scaffold. Yes. Then inside scaffold, body. Brackets. No, brackets. Put a bracket. Yes. Then bodies. Body. Go to the next one, please. Yes, body. Okay, so enough. That's how we start, okay? Every time. Thank you very much. Why did you hesitate, Timurjan?
No, I hesitate.
Okay, the next student. What?
I don't remember.
Okay. Barambe, come. Now I want you to create stateful widget called counter. Guys, don't write those like extend stateful widget yourself. How do we create stateful widget? Stateful. Just write stateful. Stateful. Yeah, enter.
This one?
Enter, yes. You see, that's how you create stateful widget. You don't have to write this one yourself. Don't do it, okay? Just stateful, it will create. And now, please, instead of placeholder down there, the last line, we don't want placeholder, right? What do we want? We want a column. Column. Inside column, we want one button, one text, please.
One text?
One button, one text. No. Did you create a column first?
Yes, I did.
Then it should be children. Column must have the children. Nice. Very good. Very good. First of all, button, then text. So above button, above text is put button.
So
We cannot just say button, it should be text button in Flutter. It's text button. No, no, no.
Kendine bakar mısın? Ay kendine bakar mısın? Teacher, why there's a mistake here?
Because you have to pass a function there. Remove all first. No, yeah, that. Put empty function for now, empty one. No, I mean, don't write empty. Just parentheses and calculation, that's the empty one.
This is?
Yes. Where is curly braces? A function should have a curly braces as well. Not inside, yes.
Curly brace?
Yes, there. Okay.
So child should be like this, right?
So text, it should be text. So the text is in the button. Who has problems? Click, just say click. Or upgrade, just say upgrade.
Oh, great.
Okay. Then text. After text button, put text.
Here, you mean? After text button?
Text. Because we want button and below we need text. Yes. Leave it empty for now, it's fine. But you have to put comma between the widgets. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Garale. The rest will be done by the student. Why do we have an error here? Right? Because we have empty. Okay, what's going on? To make it more beautiful, let's do this. Like this. Okay, so what's going on? Invalid constant value. What? Okay, let's leave it for now because we're going to change it anyway. So the next student will come and create a variable called counter, and we'll just update it when I click on the button. Okay, let's see who this is. Zahraddin. Where is Zahraddin? Come. So inside the state class, just create a new variable called counter. The counter must be int, right? It's integer. Remove, what's this? Remove. Oh, why am I saying counter? Sorry, it's not counter, it's string, sorry. String position. Who needs help? Where is
Space.
Yes. Position. Yes. We're creating a variable, normal variable problem. Position. Yeah, position. Yes. Don't listen to them. Okay? Listen to me.
Okay.
You are writing correctly. Position and make it junior developer. The value should be when you create the variable, you should put equal sign. Equal sign. It should be equal to junior developer. Yes. Junior developer. Okay. Close the line. Semicolon. Semicolon. No, that's semicolon. Semicolon is not the remove it. Remove 0, yeah. Just remove 0. Yes. Thank you very much, Zahradan. Now the next student will come and update it here. You have to practice more, Zahradan. Do the homework, don't miss classes. Amir Khan? Why Amir Khan is not coming, by the way? He left? He's coming. He's keeping only my classes?
No.
Yaqub John. Now I want you, when I hit the button, I want you to make junior developer, senior developer.
افتكر غير جوزة شو غير جوزة جوزة ne yaptı? What?
You can do it without function because I didn't teach functions yet. You just remove it. Just write the logic inside there. Yes. Very good. That's what we need to do, but not to confuse others.
I don't know.
Sorry?
How can I do that?
So that's what you told me. So you see, and here we have a function already. Just write the logic here.
Yeah?
See? Yes. Go inside, press enter. No, inside the closes. And then write your logic here. That's what happens when you neglect the subject. Okay, that's fine. But don't tell him anything else. Equals to what?
Senior?
Senior developer. Close, semicolon. You guys have a problem with semicolons all of you, right?
Which one?
Yes, why is it giving? Okay, remove cons from column. Remove
What?
cons from column. Who put cons? Yeah. So now let's try Control S. Okay, we have error.
We have
Find
error.
the error. Where is error? Guys, when you have the error, you can find from here. You see, it will show you the red line here. If you just click on the red line, it will go to that thing. So now you have to call this my widget here. My widget. Okay. Now let's Control S. semicolon. Line number
Material.
8. Line number 8.
Where is material?
Line number 8.
Açtım 14.
Line number 8. Yeah, so now Control S. Okay, open the emulator, please. Okay, yeah, that's what I expected because your logic was, your function was incorrect.
We should write cons with constructor. Use cons with constructor işte.
You know what we should do?
To improve performance. Try.
This position finally was also.
You know what we should do?
Constructor. Which one constructor?
No. What are you talking about?
Should I write cons?
No. Okay. I tell you what you should do. See, you should just pay attention to the class, okay? Don't neglect the class. This is disrespectful. Thank you, I will show myself. Okay, guys, what did we forget? Ilasbek, tell me, what did we forget here? Set state, very good. Set state. We always have to call set state. Inside set state, we have to just change the variable. Because if we don't use set state, it will throw the error. And set state is the one which is calling the build again. Okay? After you call set state, it will call the build again. So now, let's restart. Okay, so now, okay, we didn't display position, so I'm going to display position here. So let's save. So we have upgrade. After I click upgrade, it becomes senior developer. Okay, so we changed from junior to senior. Okay, so now guys, another task, just the first one. When you click, if it is senior, make it junior. If it is junior, make it senior. Little bit more logic here. So now I need you to toggle. Okay, so now it goes from junior to senior only, right? After senior it doesn't update. So I want you to toggle. If it is junior, make it senior and back. When you click again, it becomes junior. Okay, do the logic please. Main, yes. Shall I send the code? Let me send the code for you. Okay, that's the code. You can just copy paste. We did it together. Do the task, please. Guys, your task is just to change this part little bit. Just add few words here, just few words, so you can do your part, your task. If you are done, show me. Absalam done? Done, guys? So I'm gonna call random student. He will do it here. Sanjay Bek, you couldn't do yet? Abdulaziz, come do it for everyone, please. Have you done it? Okay, I will have to.
Oh.
Take if else. If.
Um,
Yeah.
what's the name?
Junior.
If position. Um,
Position.
position.
Okay, good. Else?
Else. Um,
Very good. Remove the line number 32. We don't need it anymore.
which
32.
32?
Yes. We don't need it anymore, right?
Yes.
Control S. Let's test. Click junior, senior, junior. Very good. Thank you very much. Now, guys, I told you before, right? Whenever you have if else, with only one line inside, we can convert it to what? To ternary operator. So you just get this part, okay, and then just get the condition here. Put it. Just put question mark. Then, if it is true, you have to put this. If it is false, you have to put this. That's all. So instead of 6 lines, we did it in 1 line. But we will achieve the same result. Okay? So we have 9 minutes. Let me show you one more thing, which will be part of your homework. Okay, let me send you this code first. Container decoration, okay, widths, height, okay guys, look, I just removed the text and instead of text I just put container. Alright, just put container, and then do it please. Just remove the text and put this container please. Let's make it quick. Done? Okay, now instead of upgrade, I'm gonna just say click. Okay, so it should display click our button. Okay, so now go to your state and then just create a boolean. Okay, so let's make it, for example, black for now. Create a boolean and say is dark and make it to true. Okay, create this boolean is dark true. Done? Okay, your task is when you click on the button, toggle the value of is dark. How do you understand this word? Toggle. Yeah, toggle means it goes to one value, it comes back. Okay, so it can have only two values. So if it is true, make it false. If it is false, make it true. Okay, and then when you do it, so if the is dark is true, the container should be black. Otherwise, it should be pink. Do this task, please. First of all, change the value of this, and then based on is dark, change the color of your container. Do it, please. Abdulaziz, Absalam, Alijan, Amir Khan, Aziz, Bayram, Berdumurad. Berdumurad is not coming? Guys, Berdumurad is coming to classes or no? No at all? Done? 1 second. Done? Yes. Very good. 1 second.
Who else?
Okay, let me show you guys. Or let me call, okay, it's time is up, so I'm going to show myself. So, look, inside set state, now I'm going to just toggle the value of my isDark. So I'm going to say isDark should be equal to what? If it is true, it should be equal to false. If it is false, it should be equal to true. So what should I write? Like this? So, but I don't know the value of isDark now. No. So look, I'm gonna write like this. If isDark equal to true, make isDark false, right? Make it false. Else, make it true. That's what we want. And then, based on the isDark, we can change. If isDark is equal to true, make it black. Otherwise, make it pink. Okay? So let's check. So click pink, go back to black. Okay, it's working, but my code is very, very long. How can I shorten it? First of all, I told you before that whenever you have a boolean value, never ever compare it to another boolean value like this. Okay, remove it, even here. And then if we look here, we have only one line if else, right? So we have to convert it to at least to ternary operator, right? So we can do like this: isDark equal to, if isDark, then false, then true. Yeah, so we made it shorter, but still it's long, because you see, if isDark is true, we're going to make it false. If it is false, then we're going to make it true. So the same thing could be achieved using this. Okay, if you just put exclamation mark, it will give you the opposite, right? If it is true, it will give you false. If it is false, it will give you true. That's what we want. That's all. Okay, look, so you understood the logic, what we want, right? So if isDark is true, we're gonna make it false. If it is false, we're gonna make it true. So if it is true, after I put exclamation mark, it will return false to me. If now it is false, after I put exclamation mark, it will return true to me. So exclamation mark will return the opposite value. That's what I want, okay? So click, I will achieve the same result. So I'm gonna send you this code. I'm gonna send today's YouTube video. Please watch the video and do the homework until tomorrow. I will send the homework. See you guys. You can have a break.